So what's up with your Frank?
Chilling, man. Just school, grinding it
Yeah.
out. How about you?
Oh, just trying to create products, creating different designs on the shoes and stuff. Want to expand the merchandise. So I'm trying to juggle that and finish the comic. So I should be done with everything like by the end of the month. I should have the first edition of the comic and I have more merchandise. So I got a goal
Nice.
for that I got set. So
Nice, man. Nice.
I see your camera quality good down there. You got a good connection with you and got your a hotspot or something.
Nah, man. Finally, I don't know. After it went out last time, um, I guess it got better. I have no idea. It went out for like hours.
Wow,
Yeah, and we had another power outage like 2 hours ago.
a power outage.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Damn,
The weather's fine, but we just had a power outage out of nowhere.
random.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. That happens pretty often here.
Okay, was that an
It was,
infrastructure type of thing or what?
yeah, yeah, brother. It's an infrastructure kind of thing. I don't know. Um, it is what it is. Just got to make do.
Yeah, hey, you down there grinding on another purpose, so it
Yes,
don't.
sir.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I got some bullet points written down. Uh, got about 10. So I guess we could
Mm.
start off with the one that's most relevant to your current situation, because you are what I consider an AI expert.
Right.
So, what would be the top five AI tools that you can name off your top of your head for productivity and, I guess, streamlining the creation process when it comes to a business?
So definitely number one, of course, is going to be Chat GPT, but with the plug-in features. So they have a lot of plugins that have specific purposes. So if you're trying to do fitness, right? If you're trying to create your own program, but you don't want to pay a trainer, you don't want to go try scouring, they have a plug-in for that where you can plug in your body type, you can plug in your diet preferences, everything, and it'll spit out your programs and things for you, right? They
Wow.
got, you could create spreadsheets and graphs inside of it with different plugins, to analyze your data, to create visual data. Like if you're trying to track your analytics on what you're doing on social media, if you're trying to track your body weight, if you're trying to track your productivity. Um, so I would say learning how to prompt Chat GPT would probably be like the number one like productivity thing overall because you can take everything from that and then plug it into other tools. But since I am a creative, I do a lot of stuff where I want to do designs and things like that, right? So my second one will be Mid Journey. So I actually use Mid Journey to create images. I am gonna do a use case this week where I'm gonna try different free AI imaging programs because I see some guys talking about it, and everybody wants to try to get everything cheaper. But honestly, I've tried a few of the models, and Mid Journey consistently just keeps updating, keeps up, it gets better. I mean, they have the describe feature now. Where I did a thread on that where you can reverse engineer images that you're drawn to. It'll create a prompt from that, and then you
Oh,
can
wow.
apply that prompt to your idea. And then so that's what the number one skill is going to be like how to manipulate prompting, finding different ways to prompt, put your own ideas, your own aesthetic inside of it to get really fine tuned nuance, right? So I would say the chat, Mid Journey, Bing. I mean, honestly, I've used Bing. A lot of guys, the Bing with the AI. They're starting to put AI and everything on the search and all of that. Honestly, I don't get too good results with that. Like, I don't. It's kind of basic.
Okay.
If you have like no idea of what you're trying to, I don't know what's a good way to say it. Like if you're totally like new to AI, you have no idea like really like just how to use it. I think Bing will be a good introduction, like because it's kind of you usually kind of like the search bar. It'll kind of give you basic feedback, and then maybe you can start asking it more questions, and then You might could get like something that you wouldn't have gotten from just Googling and just trying to click on the first link and it's nothing, right? So
Okay.
I think that'll be a good introduction for a lot of people because learning how to properly prompt inside of the programs that takes a little bit of practice. Like I spent, months just generating thousands of images, running thousands of prompts for writing, for business ideas. Like I could send you a PDF thing, and it'll show you a whole lot of use cases and things that you can do with it. So for sure.
Hell yeah, man. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. So what would you try to get? Well, I know I only named three so far, but I don't want to just keep talking and not let you get anything in. So, are there some tools that you're already using or that you're familiar with, or what's been your experience with?
So I've used ChatGPT. I also use Midjourney. Midjourney's fantastic.
Right.
Like
I think I
especially,
still you did you use that when you generated like your image for the fat guy for that tweet you got
yeah,
pinned? I knew you did. I was like, okay, that's gonna
yeah,
work.
yeah, man. I use Midjourney honestly to create most of the images for my threads. I barely ever pull them from Google.
Good.
Midjourney does a really good job of just creating the exact image that I'm going for. Um, and it's like, you know what? Like the possibilities are endless with Midjourney. Um, Aside from those two, I really haven't used many. I don't know if you remember the website that I sent you over. I think it was like 2 months ago, where it's just a list of a bunch of different AI tools.
Right.
Um, from that website, I use one to kind of score my thumbnails for YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, but aside from those three, I have one for school that I use. Basically, it lets me pull the ebook textbook that we have, put it straight into the app, and it'll auto generate me flashcards and practice questions from the book.
Yeah. See, that's awesome.
So, I mean, it saves a ton of time because instead of
Right.
having to look for questions online or make the flashcards myself, it just does it automatically, and they're crisp, like they're clean. Um, but aside from that, you're the expert when it comes to this stuff, man. I don't know too much.
So look, the fact that you're using it often, that you're creating with it, right? So that's giving you a leg up on like 80% of people. Like only like 14% of people really like deal with AI more than like once or twice a week. Unless they're doing like yeah, like a lot of people feel like, especially older, they feel like there's no use in it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So keep using it, keep playing with it now, and that's also what I'm gonna find as well. There's an overload right now of just tools and things like it's going to come down to specifically like you're going to have like four or five that you're really going to use yourself depending on your lifestyle, who you are, what your goals are, what you're trying to create. You know what I mean? And then you might swap out two or three here and there. But once you like really master two or three, like if you have mid journey down pack and you have chat, you know how to like really prompt chat GPT, you can perform 80% of what all the other ones behind them are gonna do. Because everybody's going to have some kind of structure where it's talking to you and it's trying to pull your ideas out, and another one's just going to be generating images and video. That's it. It's either going to be words or it's going to be pictures. That's it. And it's going to depend on how good you are at conveying your messaging, right? Which will actually make us better communicators in a weird way,
Yeah,
because our ideas will be more fleshed out, right? So then, but it could go either way with us being on the internet and then we never interact in person. But
yeah,
I
that's
mean, what do
true.
you think about that aspect?
I mean, as far as the prompt, very specific with the prompts, and you
Hmm.
have to word them in a specific way to where you can actually get what you have in your head onto the screen. Um, like I saw online that they're paying prompt engineers something like 300 grand a year.
Hmm.
It's crazy, and it's just, if you're good with AI and you know how to get out of it what you need to get out of it, you can make some serious money.
For
Um,
sure.
as far as like how good I am with ChatGPT, probably not that good. I mean, the basics, yeah. But as far as being able to get very nuanced responses, I haven't gotten there.
Right. See, I think, especially with you going into medical school, I think you're gonna start it's you're gonna start finding needs, right? For sure.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? You're gonna start being like, okay, especially as they improve the model, you're gonna be like, okay, okay. You know what I mean? So just keep playing with it, man. Just keep using it. It's gonna get better. And also I found that when you have a specific goal in mind, when you're trying to use any tool, you'll get much better outcomes, right? So like you said, when you're going into Mid Journey, you got a specific idea that you have that you're trying to get out. So you can put more into your prompt. You can just almost freestyle write what's in your mind inside of the prompt, and then it'll give you images that'll be, add a little spark of creativity to what you have, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I like that, right? Because I honestly use Midjourney the most. I use it more than ChatGPT. Like, I'm like 60% Midjourney, 40%. Like, I use Midjourney almost daily because I'm trying to create, my manga. I'm trying to create the comic. I'm creating designs and logos, for my merchandise. You know what I mean? I'm
Right. Yeah, yeah.
taking the story that I wrote inside a chat and trying to create scenes that'll match up with that. So I have very specific reasons why I'm using what I'm using. So
Right. Yeah,
if
yeah.
if you're a marketer or something, you probably using a very specific software with AI implementing. You're like, oh, this is much better than chat for marketing, SEO or something like that, right? So
Yeah, I agree with the Mid-Journey stuff. I mean, personally, I found Mid-Journey to be, I wouldn't say more useful. In a way, it has been more useful than ChatGPT, but I would say it's been easier to use than ChatGPT.
right,
Because with Midjourney, I mean, it gives you four pictures based off of the prompt you gave. Um, it'll give you variations of each picture if you need it, and I've found that I'm a lot better able to get the idea that I have in my head to get generated compared to ChatGPT, where, like if I'm trying to have it make video topics for me or
right,
scripts for YouTube Shorts, I'll tell it to make me like, I don't know, 10 video titles, and then I'll tell it to make me 10 different video titles, but it'll repeat some of the previous ones.
right.
And it tends to focus on the same topics over and over and over. Whereas, I want more variety or more detail, and it doesn't really give that. It's kind of just like surface level stuff.
Right.
But I don't know if
So
that's a problem with the prompt or with the software.
it's a little bit of both, right? Because you have to. Okay, so if you go in and you're like, let's just start from the top, right? You know what? Do it have share screen on here? Let me see.
Uh, oh yeah, it does.
Let me see.
Let me open it. Let me.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's loading. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, let's start a new one, right? So we'll go to ChatGPT for now. This is what I was talking about where you had the plugins, right? Uh, you can add plugins through the plugin store right here.
Your
And
screen is lagging a little bit.
it's lagging.
Yeah, your camera, but your screen is still on the home screen.
Oh, it is. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see you right here. Oh, it is still on the home screen. Let me see. It says share this tab instead. Oh, my bad.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, look. So now we have this right here, prompt perfect. You could type perfect to craft prompts. They have Expedia, Scholar, Zapier. This is good. I'm gonna get into this right here. It allows you to set up like automations within your branding, within your sales. You know what I mean? It'll be very good for us to master this. For us, building our brands. So you can implement it to like send out emails to remind people about products. If you have a course starting, or if you have clients, or you're doing cold outreach or anything like that. And then this is look how many is like 34 pages of it. It's,
Damn.
right. Got a meme generator. I think we just saw that. Got CoinCap. It's got you can search images. It's got Tutor, and they adding things every day, every day. Now, so even this, like how they have, oh, these are the sites that you can use for this and that. It it's not gonna matter because chat's gonna have everything inside of it, right? But I don't even really use the plugins a lot. I have a guy on Twitter, Jazz. He's very good. Let me see if I can show you him. Can you see this?
No, it's only showing me the Chat GPT tab. Ah, there we go.
Okay, so I'm starting to figure this out. Okay, so Jazz. This is my plugins guy. And so he talks about all the plugins. He said he has a seminar thing coming right here. But I also know he has like a free guide or something like that.
Hmm.
So you could like check him out for sure about how to use all the plugins. But me, this is how I get down right here. So let me show you. So let's say we're talking about Twitter. All right, I got a thread. So now over here, I name all of my threads so I can keep track of my thoughts, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we're doing Twitter. Um, where's the prompt I put in? Okay, look. Create 10 tweets explaining how ChatGPT is superior to pseudo-write when creating stories and characters based on the following.
Damn.
So then I freestyled, wrote like a brain dump into the prompt, right? Like I tried pseudo-write for 2 weeks to enhance and develop my characters for my Power multiverse, blah blah blah. ChatGPT allows you to create multiple threads that separate. So I did all of that, right? But what I'll do is I'll take pieces of outputs, right? So write 500 word guide on solution three. Right, right. See, let me see where I started at right here. What are 10 problems creators has implementing AI into their workflow? Right? That's a very specific thing. So then it'll give me 10 responses. Now I say generate 10 solutions for the problems. Then it'll give me 10 more. So it's like you gotta go like kind of like Inception. Like you gotta ask the prompt within the prompt. You know what I mean? You gotta keep going down into it. Then you
I,
write 10 tweets about these solutions. Write 10 Twitter threads on solution 10. Write 500 word guide on solution 3. Then you could then you could turn this into a series of tweets, right? So that's how
damn.
you have to use it. And like even you could even use it for like if you want to make coding for sites. If you wanted to write the code, then you could copy the code, put it in Visual Studio, and then you can have it build your website. I got this is a program I put together for a client. If it give you a generic output, right? Then I'll get specific, like give a standard micronutrient split. I'm sure you've done something like this before,
Hmm.
but it's just about specifically what you're trying to do. Like I have a book that I'm writing. I have wrote already four 40,000 words for it. It was kind of like an autobiography type of thing, and I kind of could just dump it in the chat and then have it outline and remix it, do all of that. So this is how I made my religion for my comment. I put uh, I put summaries of books that I was reading, put them inside of here, and then added my own like twist to it, and then it started creating a religion.
Damn. So you really you can go deep into this.
Yes, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. So it's just you got to go deep into it, and the more of the idea that you have fleshed out in your mind, the deeper you can get with your prompting. If you
Right.
so it's still gonna depend on the individual,
Yeah.
right? Because if people just doing shallow little prompting, like, oh, give me 10 ideas on fitness, and then give me 10 ideas on how to do fitness videos. 10, you're gonna start seeing the same thing over and over. So the content is gonna be like a overload of content, but it's gonna be the same thing, same thing, same thing. So any little variance you can get where you can play it out A to Z, and you have a branding, you have guidelines and controls over what you're creating, that's what's gonna make you stand out. Because you're not just throwing anything out there. It's all within a certain aesthetic. It's a certain brand. It's a certain on point. That's why it's a Gucci shirt, not a black shirt. That's why it's Nurse Frank Anthony and not just the guy talking on the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. See, that's the problem I've been having. Like I'll tell it, oh, okay, give me 20 video topics on fitness, productivity, mental health, supplements, and masculinity. And it'll give me the 20, and then it'll tell it for 20 more, and it'll repeat, and it'll repeat.
Right.
And so it'll be like, I might do it 5 times, aiming to get 100 video topics, I might only get like 40 something.
Right.
Because they're so similar that it's like, you know?
That's true. So what you're gonna have to do is like hit a different aspects of what you're prompting it. So let's try to. I wonder if we could do a exercise right quick. Let me try one more time. Let's see how it is. Then let's see if we can create a good. Let's see if we can create a good. Okay, so what do we want? So let's just start out with what you would think is just a regular prompt you would put in. So like, what we want? 10 videos on masculinity.
Uh, 10 video topics on masculinity, fitness, and productivity.
Okay, so let's try this. 10 videos on masculinity, fit, masculinity, fitness, and what was the other one?
Productivity.
Productivity. To make 10 video topics for each subject. Do not repeat subjects or themes. Make let's see, modern with proven concepts. You let me see if this will. Started rejecting this. However, I like to clarify the temperature. Okay, so look, this is something that they fixed with the temperature. That was a little trick we used to use like a couple months ago to get it to say some crazy stuff.
Temperature.
You'll put the temperature at a certain degree, like what I put right here. Use the temperature at 10.0, and usually it would give you like some just crazy type things,
Oh,
but they caught on.
I can't see your.
You can't see it?
Nah.
Hold on.
Cause I just downloaded the GPT app on my iPad. I've been using this shit for everything in school.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because it's a notebook is I'll run out of paper so quick. So this is just a lifesaver. So that's a temperature. Oh shit.
So, but see, they caught on to it. See, sure, I can suggest blah blah blah, but see, they didn't caught on to it. So, but now they like, okay, I can suggest each. So let's see what they got. The evolution of mass. So here are 10 for masculinity. The evolution of masculinity in the 21st century. Emotional intelligence. The
Damn.
role of masculinity in sustainable environmental practices. What? Fathers and sons shaping healthy masculinity. Masculinity and pop culture. The intersectionality of masculinity, understanding gender across cultures, men's mental health, breaking down the stigma, the role of masculinity in entrepreneurship, masculinity and body image, the impact of the digital age on the perception of masculinity. Do some of those ring a bell to what you got before?
Uh, nah, those are way more in depth. I mean, some of them are kind of similar.
Right.
Like the HIIT training, plant-based diets, the yoga, um, let's see, hydration, mindfulness, work-life balance, Pomodoro technique. That's something that would pop up all the.
Right.
So some of them are similar, but it's interesting because that's the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like they allow, but this is something that, I mean, it's progressing so fast that they didn't already kind of shut it down. Because if you look in this response, it said, however, I would like to clarify that the temperature setting is a concept used in AI model training and does not apply in this context. So when you say the temperature, that's how they train in the models and stuff, but they kind of close that little loophole a little bit.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you could train the model to spit out specific things. But let me see. Here's a prompt, like 10 mind-blowing prompts. This is the thread I have right here. Where is it at? Where is it? I wonder if they cleared it out. Or maybe it's just not popping up. No, that one's popping up. 10 mind-blowing prompts. Okay, there it is.
There we go.
Okay.
Damn.
So let's see. So you say, what are the absolute coolest, most mind-blowing, out of the con, out of the box ChatGPT prompts that will really show off the power of ChatGPT? Give me 10 on what content and products will provide the most value. Okay, so let me do this. So we're gonna copy this, and then we're gonna go to the bottom. Boom. Then we're gonna paste it. Okay. Now shout out to my guy Matt Wolf who gave me this prompt. He's got like 300K on YouTube and 300K on Twitter. Yeah, he blew up quick, but he gives a lot of value. He did that in like 7 months.
Jeez.
hmm Will provide the most value to people interested in. Okay, so let's see about this. Learning about masculinity. Oh, gotta spell it right. Masculinity, fitness, and productivity. Okay, that should be good. Boom. See what we got. Now it's going to create prompts to then prompt it with to then give us more ideas.
Whoa.
Okay, so here we go. Write a comprehensive guide on how to balance physical fitness, productivity, and a healthy understanding of masculinity, exploring how these elements can synergistically contribute to overall well being. Create a fictional
Jeez.
podcast episode where high performing individuals from different fields share their insights on maintaining physical fitness, enhancing productivity, and navigating the complexities of modern masculinity. See, so it goes like it go a little left field, right? It go a little outside the box. Develop a step-by-step course on building a daily routine that promotes physical fitness, boosts productivity, and fosters a balanced understanding of masculinity, complete with practical exercises and self-reflection prompts. Hmm. Let me see. Develop a step-by-step course. Hmm. That's kind of interesting. Design an AI-generated interactive mobile app, personalized workouts, productivity hacks, resources for exploring different facets of masculinity, providing a holistic approach to self-improvement. What you think about that one?
Bro, these are crazy.
You know
Like,
what? Let's
these are crazy.
let's
I'm
let's
writing down that initial prompt right now.
I'll definitely send it to you. Let me see. Let me copy this whole page.
Damn, thanks, brother. You're putting me on. Shit.
Mm. I sent it to you on the Twitter. All right. See, look at this. I mean, this is fire, right? Craft an immersive AI-driven digital game that promotes physical fitness, teaches productivity skills, and explores the concept of masculinity, providing an engaging and educational experience. Now that is fire. Listen, take this one, right? And I'm gonna show you how you go
This
even
it,
deeper
this
with it.
this can make you a legit game.
So now it's giving you the concept for for a game, right? Now you can start. So let's just see, right? So we're gonna pop this in. Boom. Create an immersive AI. Okay, now I'm gonna say this. Outline. Hmm. Outline the game room and concepts. Um, it's already crafting them. They want to craft the game. What would you need? You need an outline for the game engine and the concepts inside of the game, right? Gamifying what using gamification. Let's put using gamification to foster user interaction and participation. So you just got a freestyle add on to it, or come on, I can't see it. Am I spelling it right? Okay. Let's see where it goes. Because then we could say we want to put the code for
Fit Quest.
Journey of the Mindful Warrior.
Could you send me the? Could you send the prompt? The mind blowing. The last one.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. You're giving me gold right now because this is like all to me.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm supposed to do. Provide value. You dig? Okay, so look, it created. All right. Players create a customizable avatar representing themselves in a digital world. The avatar starts with basic fitness and productivity skills, reflecting an average level of understanding of masculinity. As the players progress in the game, they engage in a variety of physical activities, running, weightlifting, blah, 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 representing as mini games. Completing these activities improves the avatar's abilities and appearance. Integration of fitness tracking apps can provide real world engagement. as users can translate their physical exercises into in-game progress. Productivity quests. Players encounter a variety of productivity challenges from time management puzzles to organization tasks. Successful completion of these quests increases the avatar's productivity skill set, unlocking new abilities and quests. To foster real world improvement, the game can provide practical productivity tips that players can apply in their daily lives. So what if like you put in like somebody says a production skill, like, oh, I'm gonna, just for example, something that would apply to us, like, okay, I'm gonna create content today or whatever. I have to create this many pieces of content over the next few days or whatever. Then you will put that goal inside of it, and then you could get them to upload their content for reward, and then that could be a part of your network, right? Of what you're showing, like as part of your community, just like something like that, or show like had them recording their workouts and then they upload it, and then it's kind of like giving them points on the avatar, and that'll qualify them for discounts on your other products that you got.
This is this is genius.
So then,
Could ChatGPT also code the
oh yeah, for
actual
sure. So listen, let me just say, create the code for the game. Let me see what it says. They say they'll use the Unreal Engine. However, I provide a Unity script, witness, see, yeah. Let's say we're creating a code for a simple running mini game. Write some code.
damn.
So you
I'd
know
say
what?
give it like 2 months and it'll be pumping out full on games.
It definitely will. So why don't we do this? Why don't you and I collaborate on this game thing, and then we release it as a product?
Bro, I'm down. Hell yeah.
Let's do that.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
And then everybody, then we can find some way for like the people who in the community and stuff to get it, get access to it, since they watching us come up with it in real time. But I think this is what we should do. We should give updates every week on us progressing, and then we can still talk about other things, but they can also watch us collaborating and building something, right?
Hell yeah.
Actually applying the messaging of what we're talking about. We're applying
Hey man, I'm down. Cause this shit's crazy.
it.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. This thing can make a whole video game for you from scratch.
Yes, sir. They sure can. So that's but it's crazy, right? That's why it's good if you have an idea, if you have a niche, if you have something you're already trying to build, you use the AI to augment it and help you go down paths you would have never thought of, right? Because now those things are accessible to you. You would have never thought of trying to create a game because you're like, damn, I have to code a game, I have to pay somebody like $100,000 just to even try to get code for the game, blah blah blah.
Yeah, man. Hey
The
man,
democratization.
I put out an app on the Google Play Store. I want to say like last September.
Yeah.
It cost me like I think 60, $70 to have the game made. And it's the only part of my business that has actually made me money.
So what kind of game was it?
It's called Flippy Knife. No,
Mm.
no, it's called Knife Ninja. There we go.
Knife Ninja?
Yeah, I make like $2 a month from it.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but I mean, it takes nothing for me to maintain it. I check it like once a month just to withdraw the money. But shit, with this, possibilities are endless with this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cause
A fit quest game that actually apply. I mean, that would be good. Then we'd have to probably try to come up with apps that will be on the phone because it would get, if we had to have wearables like a watch or something, that's when it hit you. But if we had an app that they could download on the device they already had, because then,
yeah, yeah,
right. So what would have to make it stand out is the gamification and the branding.
yeah, 100%. Gotta
Hmm.
hook them.
Right, a hook 'em.
Doing it on the Google Play Store. So I'm familiar with the process of uploading a game to the Google Play Store.
Mhm.
and it's incredibly easy. It takes like a week
Right.
for them to approve it. Very little regulation. It just can't have any adult content, which I mean, the Apple App Store is a lot harder.
Mm,
The benchmark is a lot higher.
right.
Uh, but I'm sure we could accomplish that too.
Right. I just think even just going down this road will have untold benefits.
I
just
agree.
just
It's,
having the struggle and the grind live, it'll do so much other like side benefits that even the main goal will be like, oh wow, I mean we way past what we even thought. So I think that'll be good, like
I agree, brother. I
right,
agree.
for
I feel
sure.
like what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the Chat GPT probably can't code the full game right now, but I feel like if we divvied it up into parts, like okay, write me the code in Unity or in C sharp for the character model and the character customization. Write me the code in C sharp for this quest with this title, or for this location in the game. I feel like I could probably code it bit by bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
we'll learn the coding and stuff while we doing it, right? Like the knowledge base will jump.
Learning C is pretty hard.
But look, but listen, that's the beautiful thing about it. You can plug it in and then it can correct the code. And I'm waiting for it. They have a they should have had it already because they have a code plugin actually that's supposed to come out where it can code the full thing for you. I don't have it yet. Browse Bing plugins. Nah. That's the one everybody waiting on. Cause then it will be able to code from the beginning to end. You can do it now. Like people are building games just off coding on ChatGPT right now. You know, they do, but they doing little simple snake games, some little 2D games. But I with for sure before the end of the year, we'll be able to do a full game on there.
Yeah, that I believe 100%. Looked it up. Unfortunately, there is no yet, but
Nope, it hadn't. Yeah, they've been teasing it for a minute.
yeah, that must be like incredibly hard to.
Well, I mean, it's gonna give you some. It's gonna give up a lot of money. Like
That
people gonna be
too.
trying to probably lobby against it. To be honest,
Yeah, I mean
for real.
it'll put a lot of
Software
job
engineers, game developers, everybody will be on notice.
happy.
Like, bro, if
Like
we able to code a full Unreal 3D engine game just like that, come on, bro.
I mean, I feel like even right now, I remember what the programmer for my game used, but I know it wasn't Unity.
Right,
I don't remember the game engine exactly, but I'm all game apps like that.
for sure. That's why I think
And
we should probably start with like damn near like it's like the guys on like a course. You know how they had those like zombie shooter games where it's like kind of like that top view and have you ever played one of them? Oh, like Temple Run, where it's kind of like that view was kind of like on
okay,
top but kind of
yeah,
behind
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, so have it almost like something like that where he like going from different areas and like productivity over here and it could be like symbolize a job and this could symbolize over here. But it would be a simple game and you could power up, but you will get real world like real rewards. So like you will get discounts on merchandise or you will be entered into contests. You will be have access to exclusive events. You would get the training and stuff for free. You would get, you know what I mean? So it'll be like a whole all the products that you would offer like to the public, you don't offer them you offer to people who in the game. That's like rewards for them. And sure, you have some of your top level stuff available, but you'll hold like the good stuff. for the people who progressing in the game, because then that gives it more value. Like, so it's like working as like an NFT in a game, right? Because like it's got, now you putting utility into the game. Like I'm not just sitting here killing time with it. I'm actually, if I show up to this meeting, and like the real rewards you'll have is like productivity. So we'll have a mixer with, the top 10 influencers who show you how to do this, or financial gurus who give you real world strategies one on one, instead of just talking to a big room of 1,000 people. You get one on ones with these guys. You know what I mean? Like that'll like people will pay more for the game if it catch on just for that. Depending on
Yeah.
how big your brand get, because the bigger your brand is, the bigger your game will get. That'll be something that'll be tied to you. You know what I mean? Then you could remake it, redo it, and I mean, who knows?
Hey man, since you mentioned Temple Run, we could do like a Temple Run spin-off that's fitness based. Where like if you're running outside, your character's running in the game.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So oh, you would use the GPS on the phone to track yourself.
Right. And then, depending on how much you run or whatever, you could use those coins on like, I don't know, digital T-shirts for your character or cool
Yeah,
stuff for your character in the game. Make the game free off of advertising since it's like the first app. See, and that we could test the water with that. That could probably take us like max maybe 2 weeks, probably
yeah,
even
that'd be we
less.
could do that. Could definitely get done easy.
That, yeah,
Okay, that's
man.
good, bro.
that that could actually work.
That could actually. And then, like, if you get to a certain level, you could get your shirt, that the stuff that you put on your avatar, you can get it sent to you as merchandise and stuff. You can like actually wear your avatar's clothes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say that for like the elite.
Yeah.
It's-
Cause I'm watching my son, bro. My son spend like $40 a month on Roblox, like dressing up his avatar and stuff, bro.
What?
It's
Did
probably
all
it's probably
digital?
more than that, huh?
Digital?
All digital.
Oh man.
Like my mom give him money, his mom give him money. I had him on a subscription where he would just get automatically refilled, real money on digital, like on the dressing up his avatar like One Punch Man, or dressing him up as Sonic, doing this.
Same stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like you want your character bald? All right, you got X amount of meters you got
Straight
to
up,
run.
straight up. You can't buy nothing. You got to work for everything.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
difference in the game. You can't go to the marketplace and just buy it. You have to work for it.
Or like what was it that Saitama did? What run like a mile a day?
No, he said he did 10 miles. He did 100 push-ups, 100 squats, one and like 10 miles a day.
All right, yeah. If
Yeah,
they run
100.
10 miles a day for 30 days straight, character goes bald.
Right.
Oh shit.
Man, yeah, and then that's it. That's him hitting another level. Like if you do 10 miles for 10, 30 days, yeah. Then he goes bald, your character go bald, and you go to the another level. Then you get access to certain merchandise and stuff.
Oh shit.
That's fire.
Write this down. Hold up.
Oh man. I gotta write this down in my planner, man. Oh shit. Cause ideas like
Man, the world is witnessing the birth of something amazing.
hey bro, exactly. Just gotta give it time. All it takes is time.
And that's what you have to do. We have to put the ideas out there, help each other get better, and then it'll just keep flowing, man. It just keeps flowing. Your soul leave ripples. The ideas you have leave ripples. It's all energy. It's all flowing amongst us. It's enough for everybody. That's the great thing about AI. They trying to be scared about it, man. There's so many ideas. There's so many things you can do. There's not enough lifetimes to get it all done. This thing will have you creating millions of ideas. This one idea will take up 2 or 3 months of time right there. And got 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 100 more to do.
That's
Just
true.
fleshing out, you know what I mean? Fleshing out each product is $1 billion worth of enterprise that you can have right there. Every idea, if you go deep enough, can get you $1 billion, a billion. It's just about the same old things, tried and true. Who's gonna do it the longest? Who's gonna stick to it? Who's gonna see it through? It's all gonna come back to the same things. No matter how much you try to augment it with technology, it'll just raise the bar for consistency, right? You can't have any days off then. If you had to be on every day, you had to be nah. And some days you could take off. Nah, now you have to be on every day. You have to be on Kobe all day. If that's what it takes to get to it, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be rather coming up with ideas than running, trying to run from lions and trying to eat some berries. This is a very first world, millions and millions of lives perished before us to get to this point. We might as well take advantage of it.
We're literally in the birth of what we can do with it. Like 20 years,
Hmm.
20 years ago, I was like a toddler. But
Right.
the movies from 20 years, like, it put a lot of fear in people of what a will cause. You know, it's the end of humanity. AI is gonna end
Hmm.
us, not a disease. And it's but like all the problems that we have solve, AI could probably solve.
Yep.
You know, it's
Yep.
like, oh, like when quantum, which is in the next like decade or less, computers
Oh, they
plus
got them.
AI,
They got them. They got them quantums. They got them. They got them on deck
man,
for sure.
that plus AI at whatever stage it's at in the future, explosion of advanced
Look,
technology.
just hold on, man. Every like we're here now. I'm telling you, we're here now. It's going. It's happening right now. It's on. It's too late. It's out. Pandora's box for good, for better or worse. Whatever happens, that one event that changes humanity forever. We're there. Like think about what has happened like in my lifetime, because I'm older than you, man. Listen, the internet alone is ridiculous, right? Do you understand? Like there's only like a technologically society humanity changing technology only comes around once every 10,000 years. Like we done had like 4 or 5 of them in the last 150 with with industrialization and assembly lines and automobiles and freaking electricity in big cities and the highways, internet, social media, AI, computers, home computers, cell phones. Like we like like we've had telephones period, man, boy, locomotives. All of this has happened in like the last 200 years. Where like the previous like 10,000, 1 million years we was on horses and we was using fire for light. Horses and
Facts.
fire for lights. That was what we was working with. Whatever we could find, whatever we could do with some fire, that's all we had. Come on now. We got
Facts.
light bulbs, electricity, whole cities, the laptop computers, and now we got AI.
Game changer.
It's
Like,
over. It's gonna accelerate everything by 100. It's gonna accelerate all the problems we can't figure out how to make a quantum computer, how to cure cancer, how to make an unlimited battery, how to all of that'll be solved. All of that is gonna solve all of that. How to clone. It depends on how we how to make a black matter bomb. How to make a black hole bomb that suck in all of yeah. That's gonna be. We'll So it just depends on how we choose to go with it, you know.
Yeah. It could make us or destroy us. That's for sure.
Hey, at least we're
But
gonna be here to see what happens. Like,
facts. It's gonna be
like,
interesting either way.
like, I want to see what happens. I want to be here for it. It's gonna be Ready Player One. Have you ever seen that movie, Ready Player One?
I heard of it.
Man, I watched that game and I mean that movie, and I'm telling you, that's like where we're gonna be like with Fortnite in like the next 5 years. When people, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, when people can put on the goggles and be inside of the world, they're gonna put on those Apple. Have you seen those Apple goggles?
Is it like the Oculus?
Yeah, but it kind of uses like augmented reality, so you can interact like with your phone and with your screens and stuff.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
motherfucker, it's gonna be
crazy.
3,500,
3,500?
3,500,
Hell no.
3,500. Hey, we gonna have
Hell
that bread though. We gonna be having we. Hey, look, they gonna be playing our stuff. They gonna be playing our quest on us. That's cool. We'll have it.
no. Fuck that. Hell no, man. 3,500 to play some video games? Psst.
No,
I can go
listen.
on
Yeah,
vacation for
yeah.
that. I can go to Cancun. Not twice. I can go to
Facts.
Cancun twice with that much money.
Facts.
Hell
You
no,
can live in
man.
actual reality.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Shit. All
And
right.
I think I might have to call it a night. It's 9 o'clock over here.
I got class tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit. All right, brother.
this is a good one though. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm
No,
gonna. I
gotta
get
get
ChatGPT
ChatGPT.
4. I never got after what you showed me. I definitely got to. And for the game, it's a month.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's get to it.
I'm down, bro. I'm down. I still need creative projects on the side. School can't be everything.
Right, exactly. You gotta have that release, right?
Yes. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Yes, sir.